Hello. Today I'm going to talk about the Pentacles, which it's a Minor Arcana suit, considered the last in the line of them. It goes Wands, Cups, Swords, Pentacles, and they represent the element Earth. That's why they're last on the list. I already shot this video once, so I'm going to try to go fast because I made a mistake. That's why I'm doing it with the wet hair now. In any event. I use my own deck. I prefer using cards that you can see that there's subtle differences between them, subtle differences between the coins that are called Pentacles or coins. Many people prefer to use decks like the Rider-Waite deck. Decks like the Rider-Waite, which, as a friend of mine once said, you could read the side of a barn with the Rider-Waite deck. It's like, oh my God, everything's going fine, you're well structured, people are giving you money. But because of the pictures on each card, you can sort of guess at what they mean. You can intuit. You will have an intuitive sense that this does not mean that you're rich. That's the Five of Pentacles or the Five of Coins. They're called, again, coins or pentacles. They represent the element Earth. And like all Minor Arcana cards show more the events in your life, more what's happening. The Major Arcana are that's the big picture. That's the name for the phase, whereas the Minor Arcana cards will more likely tell you what kinds of things you may be experiencing. Or when you get to the court cards, it can tell you about yourself, it can tell you about the people in your life, it can also tell you about the kinds of experiences, but it's a little broader when you get to the court cards. Here's Crowley's deck. He also is more abstract, but of course he has that nice little word there, gain, that helps you understand exactly what it means, but nonetheless, failure, not too hard to mistake that. However, when you're doing a reading, when the pentacles come up or the coins come up, obviously if a lot of coins come up, that sort of says something about money. But think again about the element of Earth, what you might say about people or about the Earth, all of the things that the Earth means to us. So you can talk about people who are solid as a rock, or people who are stuck in the mud, or situations of being stuck in the mud. Think of all of the things that we think of as the Earth: fields, grass, fruit, the harvest, boulders, mountains. Mountains can be seen as obstacles, or they can be seen as, gateways to the divine. The Earth has, you think of things being rich or loamy or stinky, or manure is of the Earth as well. We all, from dust, we all decompose and become part of the Earth. So decomposition is both rich and, a profound metaphor in many respects. But think of these words when you are doing readings for yourself or somebody else. The Earth, somebody can be described as earthy, which would be sensual, or the kinds of flavors, tastes, things that you think of as related to the Earth. The kinds of ideas that are most often associated with Earth are solidity, or the lack thereof, financial security, and work as well. Work in the sense of the solid success, the things you have to show for your labor. So today I'm going to go through the Minor Arcana, the 1 to 10, and give you a brief outline of what they mean. I will use a combination of this deck of mine and the Rider-Waite deck. Again, the reason why I prefer using decks like this, you do have to know something about what they mean, but once you do, using a deck where there are not pictures for every card, it helps you distinguish. Then the Major Arcana cards really look like the Major Arcana cards. You have a visual sense when you look at the reading that this is big and important, or these things are happening, or there are people involved, and these are little events with the Minor Arcana card. Whereas if you have pictures on every single one of the cards, like, it all kind of looks like one big thing. nonetheless, obviously, when we have the, I don't have them in order, so this is not going to be the smoothest of all, the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, there you see, it's the beginning of something. You show the one thing, a new thing happening. The Ace of Pentacles is generally a very favorable card, right side up. Even upside down, it's not so bad. There it might show, you know, a tough start or something not coming through the way that you would want it to. You have one thing, then it divides into two, then you're balancing two things. There we go. There's that. You're trying to somehow manage two different things. When you get to three, three is considered, you know, it's very favorable, and it's three is the first solid form, of course. So three is work, is usually what it refers to. Four, then that's very, very stable, of course, but a little bit self-protective as well. Here we have a miser for the four. So four can be all right. It can be secure, but it can be a little bit like, you know, you don't want to like break out of your comfort zone. Five is traditionally very, fives are always bad in all of them, or always challenging, shall we say. So fives are loss usually. And sixes are always positive. Sixes always show money coming in. Sixes is sort of like the peak experience of any of the experience. So that would be money coming in. Sevens, so you already had money coming in. Sevens are a little bit more like the, somebody called it once the flat tire of it. I can't find I showed the picture from the Rider-Waite before, but now I'm at a loss. Here we go. I think I dropped my own. But it's sort of like the harvest hasn't come in, or mine shows, let me see, maybe I'll pause it. Mine shows somebody, the plant's at a beginning stage, like you're just, there's work to be done is really what it says. You don't have the results. Crowley calls it failure. That's the one that he calls failure. It's not necessarily really failure, but it's definitely like it's not the six. You're not getting the rewards. Eight is about work. Eight is kind of like the craftsman. That's the one where, let's see, where I don't know, it's kind of like the journeyman. It's where you know what you're doing and you know what to do and you're good at doing it. And when it shows up in a reading, usually it shows success, not in like the most, not in necessarily the biggest terms. There we go. Man, like comfortably at work, doing what he does well. Nines, I like to think of as kind of enough. And enough is as good as a feast, as they say. You're comfortable, you're happy by yourself, you have what you need, and you know how to take care of yourself, and life is good. Tens are more like the peak family experience, or the kingdom is all in order and all of the people are well provided for in your family, in your life. The world is good. And I seem to have dropped mine of that one too. Crowley calls it wealth. I think of it less as wealth and more. It's a little bit more of a again, a family experience, but not like the Ten of Cups where it's like the happiness of the family. This is the comfort and security. You can see, like, you know, there's the old man, the different generations there, all experiencing comfort. All right, so that gives you some idea of how the coins in particular work well, going from, because it's earth, their movement into manifestation as they move from the ace, the beginning of it, into the most solid expression, is definitely, it works. It's really good. That's why the 10 is a good card as opposed to the 10 of Wands, which is fire. Fire gets a little bit more troublesome as it comes more into the realm of earth. But earthy things, they do well in manifestation. And the coins are all about manifestation. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.